Paul is warning the Galatian church to not be deceived in this area of sowing and reaping. He says in verse 7, and a lot of preachers and ministers like to use this passage of Scripture when it comes time for, tithes and offerings and giving. But honestly, it has nothing to do with that. It does in a degree, because Paul doesn't talk about money here. He talks about whatever. Watch, let's read this. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that shall he also reap. Everybody say whatever. Whatever includes what? Whatever. So in other words, whatever you sow, you're going to reap that same thing, right? So he says, don't be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatever you sow, that shall he or you also reap. For he, look at verse 8, for he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption. But if he sows to the Spirit, will of the Spirit reap everlasting life. Now, show of hands this morning. Who wants life? Okay, put your hands down. Who wants corruption? Okay, I'm just making sure. Paul gives us a clear-cut instruction on how to have everlasting life, and it comes by the things that we sow. It comes by the things that we plant into the ground, the things that we partner with, the words that we allow out of our mouth. He says, listen, don't be deceived, because there's lots of people out there being deceived, thinking that they can just do whatever they want to do. They can say whatever they want to say. They can just, people live with the idea of the mantra or the saying, que sera, sera, which is basically a saying, whatever it is, just let it be. It is what it is. No, it's not, it is what it is. I hate the saying, it is what it is. It's not, it is what it is. It is what you want it to be. It is, watch this. It's not, it is what it is. It is what you speak it to be. So you're saying to me, Pastor, that I can actually change my circumstances, change my health, change my finances, change my life by the things that I allow out of my mouth? Exactly. You can. Come on. He said, watch, Paul said, whatever you sow, right? And if Jesus said, if everything in the kingdom is a seed, then words are a seed, and we're planting those seeds, and harvest time will come.